What's up, guys? So, let's continue with gameplay of the Starfield. Should be alive. Uh, just gonna check out my YouTube. It's going everything okay. And yeah, let's go. I finally got a Mantis ship. That's what I want, but I couldn't get it because I was low level. Yeah, here we go. Should be alive. I finally got a man. Okay. But tomorrow I have a free time. I'm gonna be streaming a lot longer than usually. So yeah. I need to speak with this person.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I help you with something?
Just thought I make friendly conversation.
Conversation it is. You have piqued my interest. Besides, I intend to take full advantage of this business trip.
You must have business. Someone's sure out to impress you if you're at the Astra launch.
That would be Infinity Ltd.
A deal with Infinity Ltd. That sounds risky.
Risky, you say. By all means, enlighten me.
Infinity Ltd isn't a strong brand.
A fair point. The heavy lifting would certainly fall to us.
Infinity lacks a clear vision with constant reorganization.
Their instability was cited as a pain point, but one we could deal with as long as we maintained control of all joint projects. However, upheaval always comes with its own series of issues: delays, morale, public perception, and Drexler has yet to prove he can provide the consistency that I would prefer. Perhaps it really is more than I'm willing to undertake. A surprising conversation, and one I would never expect from someone such as yourself. I suppose the old saying, "Never judge a book by its cover," is appropriate here. It seems I have quite a bit to reconsider now. So it looks like the pleasure aspect of my trip needs to be postponed. Thank you for the insight.
All right. Check this another person.
Bet you ought to slap a dress code on this place. Keep it classy for appearance's sake.
Looks can be deceiving.
Ain't that the truth? Wait a minute. Please tell me you're not from Infinity Ltd.
No. And I hate for anyone to think so.
Someone like you doesn't want to be associated with Infinity Ltd? Now this I've got to hear.
You just be shackling yourself to a big mess.
Sounds like a bad marriage. And I can only afford one of those.
I'm surprised Infinity can even afford a deal here.
Heard some rumors about financial trouble? I've been doing my due diligence on their numbers. They're surprised. I've never been much of a gambling man, and I'd rather not start. At least not in my profession. Well, it's been interesting. Just goes to show how wrong first impressions can be. Unfortunately, it sounds like I have some data I need to revisit. So take care, and maybe next time, dress to impress.
See?
You're out there a lot, right? Space?
You're done? Impressive.
Easy enough.
You don't need each of our marines is a verified heir of Bob's experience.
Back to the Ryujin.
As technicians, we handle prep and post-op.
Well, that wasn't too bad, was it?
Piece of cake.
You're a natural. I'm not just saying that because I hired you. The Astro Lounge can be overwhelming for some, with all its bells and whistles. Tie that in with manipulating people who are the equivalent of their boss's boss, most junior-level ops would start to show their cracks. Overall, not bad for your first high-profile assignment. You even earned yourself a bonus, which Lyndon was more than happy to give.
Whoa, bonus for being a decent person? You definitely didn't pick that up at Ryujin.
Who's Lyndon?
Don't tell me you forgot already. Our financial guru? They're brilliant with numbers. Also, if you ever want an honest opinion about anything, just ask them. They're honest to a fault, and often give their opinion on something whether you want it or not.
Thank you for the bonus.
It's well deserved. Just keep making me look good, and there'll be more where that came from. But no rest for the weary at Ryujin. We've got a decent backlog of assignments, and they just keep coming, so I hope you're still good to go. At least this next one will be a break from all the chatter.
Okay, let's hear what's next on the agenda.
Your next assignment is to remind the competitor of their place in the corporate food chain. Some call it retaliation, but we like to think of it as tough love.
Is this like the Corp assignment?
Not quite. When you uploaded that virus onto KeltCorp's network, that was a warning intended to slow down their internal productivity. KeltCorp suffered the effects of that silently, although I guarantee they endured some serious client complaints. This assignment is about making our target look completely negligent in the public eye.
What did this competitor do to upset Ryujin?
Let's just say we don't tolerate theft or smear campaigns against us. If you want to steal in this industry, you better not get caught. And if you want to tarnish our good name, you better be ready for repercussions.
I'm ready for the details.
Most corporations live and die by public perception. Trusted products lead to a good reputation, which leads to profits. And, like it or not, we're all here for the profits. Your assignment is to plant an ARC device. The ARC will allow us to frame our competitor for gross negligence and tank the public's perception.
gross negligence, sounds like people could get hurt.
You're not wrong. Believe me, we don't take these assignments lightly. They're also one of few that Masako herself needs to sign off on, and only our most trusted operatives receive them. You just need to plant the Ark and avoid detection. Our technicians will handle the rest, and they're instructed to avoid as much harm as possible.
I'd hate to. Beyond missiles, those bad side.
But okay, let's try to talk to her.
I used to be an actuary. Now...
Oh, yes. Hello. Oh, there you are. I'm feeling a bit better today. Sorry about all that before. The thing is, well, I lost my husband Thomas last week. He supposedly had a heart attack and fell from the upper platform. Of course, that's the official word from Neon Security. I'm not so sure they're telling me the truth.
Neon Security isn't the best source for accurate information.
No, they certainly aren't. How that security officer could stand there and tell me Thomas died of a heart attack. Well, it's a damn lie is what it is. I'm sorry, this is my problem. You're just here to shop, and here I am filling your head with my conspiracy theories. Please forgive me.
Could I take a look at what you... I want to help you find out what happened to your husband.
Oh my. You're the first person in this awful, awful city that's reached out to help me. Thank you.
You deserve to find out the truth.
The truth is all I've ever wanted. I suppose the proper place to start would be with Neon Security's witness, Tevin Anastas, that pompous ass over at the Emporium in Neon. Just please be very careful. I don't want to end up with 2 murders on my conscience.
Have you ever had any problem with Neon Security?
Oh, everyone has problems with Neon Security. They're terribly corrupt, with Administrator Bayou using them as his own personal brute squad. They come in here from time to time, but apart from being forced to give them employee discounts, I've never had anything suspicious happen.
Is there anything useful you can tell me about Tevin Anastas?
Tevin owns the Emporium over in Bayou Plaza. He's a horribly overbearing, pretentious man who wouldn't dare set foot in the underbelly. The strange thing is, We've never had to deal with him in person. Why he'd be involved in Thomas's death is absolutely beyond me.
What's the story behind Quick Shop?
My husband and I opened the shop about 8 years ago. We were hoping to cater to the workers at Generdyne and Xenofresh. The business has had its ups and downs, but lately our rent has skyrocketed, so we've been forced to raise our prices. Unfortunately, the workers assumed we were becoming greedy, and as a result, we've had a couple of incidents with shoplifting and some vandalism. Honestly, well, I'm just trying to make a living. Huh? Oh, goodbye.
Okay, let's go.
You're in the Vanguard, right?
Too bad I can't squeeze in the Aurora. So what do you say? Okay, sounds good.
You want to take some time to relax here, I get it.
Yeah.
Just don't get too lost in the distractions. We have a lot to do.
Are you sure you're in the right place? You certainly don't look like one of our usual clientele.
Hey,
All that
you're the
matters
one that
is
told me
I
she has
brought
expensive
credits.
tastes. There's expensive.
There's no
and
need
then
to
there's
insult
the
me
Emporium.
right when I walk in
Place
the
is in a
door.
class.
Yes, you're right. Of course. Of course. My apologies. Please forgive my disrespect. We have quite a few, shall we say, thugs that find their way into my establishment and create a disturbance. In fact, there's a particular Seoka member who calls himself Headlock, who repeatedly torments me by damaging my goods.
Talk to the authorities. They help you.
Ah, yes, the authorities. Neon security. Corrupt, bumbling idiots who couldn't solve a crime if it occurred right in front of their faces.
Ha! Are you kidding? Surely you're kidding. Just to be clear, the authorities here don't work like they do elsewhere. They're not here to fix anything that was broken by them to benefit them.
Anyway, I've already taken up too much of your valuable time. Was there anything else I could help you with?
I want to talk to you about the death of Thomas Luzion.
I'm not telling you a thing. I've already reported what I saw to security. Stop wasting my time and leave. Your presence is bad for business.
Come on, you can tell me.
There's nothing to tell you. Get it through your skull.
You have a civic duty to reveal the truth of what really happened to Thomas.
I suppose I understand.
Keeping quiet about something like this must be hard on your conscience.
Listen, I don't want anything bad to happen. Oh my god, enough! I'll tell you what I know, if it'll get you to leave. I saw it happen. Thomas was murdered and thrown into the ocean. Afterwards, I foolishly reported the incident to security. For my efforts, I was rewarded with a gun to my head and threatened with death if I didn't keep silent.
I need more info. Tell me who did it.
It was hard to hear over the commotion, but I'm sure I heard Thomas call his attacker Russell and Rusty a few times. From what I could gather, the attacker was after credits, and Thomas refused to give him any. After that, well, Thomas went for a swim.
Tell me where Rusty is.
Where else would someone like him be, hmm? He stays at the sleep crates near Madame Sauvage's place. In any case, when you confront him, my name cannot be mentioned. I very much dislike sharing Thomas's briny fate. And with that, I must insist you leave me in peace. That is, of course, unless you'd like to make a hefty purchase.
Okay, we have a suspect. Madame's launch.
Seems like principally is everywhere.
Not too far.
Hey, buddy, why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out, yeah?
Let me guess. I end up in the ocean if I don't give you anything.
End up in the ocean? What the hell are you... Wait, no. He told me that everything was taken care of. No one would know. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident.
Why do you target Thomas?
Why else? I needed some creds for Aurora. And everyone knows he and his wife run that shitty little shop. All they do is rip people off. He was bound to have creds.
Who's he? And what did he take care of?
A friend, an old buddy in security. But that's all you're getting from me. I'd rather take my chances with you than with him.
Tell me exactly what you did.
I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that.
Tell me who your friend in security is.
Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a rat. Listen, I messed up, I know that. But nothing can change what's already done. Just let me go and I'll disappear forever. No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just, come on, just let me go.
I'm not going to kill you, but you better disappear forever. Leave. Never come back.
Oh my God. You don't need to worry. No one will ever see me again. I swear it.
Thomas didn't die of a heart attack. That's a total lie.
I know what happened to your husband.
Please, tell me everything you know. I want to hear it all.
Your husband was murdered and security officer covered everything up to protect the killer.
I knew it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him?
The killer name was Rusty. Did Thomas ever interact with him before?
Rusty. I believe he was one of the Generdyne workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things, vandalize, or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well acquainted with Rusty and his so-called friends. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? I just never thought things could go this far. So, what did you do with Rusty?
I took care of him.
Well, I guess I don't much care for what you did with him, as long as he paid for what he did. And about security. Did you find out which officer is behind the cover-up?
I didn't, and I dubbed that talking on security with end well for either of us.
Yes, you're right. It just boils my blood thinking about what they did. But I must say that I feel oddly vindicated just by knowing the truth. The uncertainty was constantly eating away at me. At least I can take solace knowing that justice was served, at least to some degree. I never would have figured out the truth without you. I have credits for you here.
That's not necessary. I'm just glad I could help you.
Oh, you're so sweet. In any case, please know how grateful I am that you helped me. You're the only person to ever show kindness to me in this city. And now that I know the truth, I can try to focus on healing. Thank you for everything, from both myself and Thomas.
Days are too short.
This should be here.
Shotgun!
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo. And we're done.
Okay, let's help the Barrett
I have
conclude
something
his.
for you. I was just thinking that this is about what Irvin saw all those years ago when he arrived. He probably stood here thinking that he was going to make things better. He had a good heart.
What do we do now?
We need to reopen the case. See if there's anything that was overlooked the first time. We've done some legwork remotely, but we need to do some good old-fashioned investigating now. Hopefully it will be enough to clear Irvin's name.
We're going to take care of it, Barrett.
Oh, you remind me of him sometimes. Wanting to make things right. And when you said it out loud, you know, I actually believe we can do it. I just hope our lawyer is as confident.
Did you bring everything we've discovered already?
I sent that to our lawyer already. I asked her to confidentially review what we found.
Didn't this lawyer lose the case?
Yes, but listen. Nobody will stand up against the mining corporations around here. They're scared. She didn't want to lose the case, but she didn't have a lot to go on. Thanks to us, now she does.
Okay, let's go talk to this lawyer.
Right. She said she would meet us at our office when we arrive. Hopefully she can tell us what we need to do in order to clear Irvin's name. Let's stick together, though. Gagarin isn't a huge town, but it's not the kind of town that I want to get lost in.
Welcome.
The Gagarin. Your ship need fuel? Repair?
Net construction is a dead industry, Chief Pretorius. Those jobs aren't coming back. But Reliant
We're
Medical,
asking everyone to
Arcanite,
take care of
and
any
Satori
leeches on
Mills
their
are
ships.
dedicated to
I'm
Gagarin.
sure you can find something.
We were just hoping Gagarin could show the same dedication in return.
I'm not closing off this.
Okay, guys, be back
Every
in
time you want to
2
run a
minutes.
tour group
1
through
minute.
here.
Our investor visits are the key to making Gagarin a place that works again. A place where people want to live again.
People are living here just fine. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have security work to get back to.
Okay, let's go.
You heading outside the city? Be careful.
Well, well, well. Barrett, you're actually here. Astounding.
Ellie! Ellie, come on. I promised we'd stop by, didn't I?
People make promises all the time, Barrett. And most folks try to avoid Gagarin, not visit it. Anyway, I'm glad you made it out here. We have work to do, don't we?
What did you mean about people avoiding Gagarin?
It's not a resort. It's a working town run by mining corporations. You don't come here unless you need to, and you don't stay unless you have to.
Or unless you're a bright-eyed, optimistic lawyer who genuinely wants to make things better for others. Right, Ellie?
You're kind, Barrett. Yes, I suppose there's that type of person as well.
You handled Irvin's case years ago.
Yes. It was my first case as a bright-eyed, optimistic lawyer.
Well, starting your career with a defeat is rough, Ellie.
It was. But in a way, it made me more determined.
Have there been other cases like this before?
Not exactly, but similar cases. A corporation commits a crime and needs a scapegoat, so they select someone powerless to target.
The quintessential Gagarin tale.
Indeed.
Let's discuss Irvin case.
Down to business. Perfect. What do you already know?
So we already know that Irvin worked for Hephaestus Mining Company years ago, and they blamed him for catastrophic economic and ecological issues here on Gagarin.
Yes. He lost his case because he didn't defend himself, and we had almost no evidence without him.
Why didn't Irvin defend himself?
I recall receiving a message asking him to appear in court a day after his funeral.
An unfortunate reality of interplanetary legal communiques, I'm afraid.
What was the judgment?
He was publicly blamed for the economic woes, and his accounts were seized in compensation.
His account on Gagarin specifically. It was just the amount he was paid years ago for the job.
Right. They would have taken his assets and other settlements, but by law, his death prevented it.
We need to clear Irvin's name.
Well, we can bring the case to a judge here if we have new evidence or a witness.
What about the evidence we found so far?
Yes, well, about that. It's just not enough.
What happens if we take the case to the court with more evidence?
Best case scenario, we clear his name and his assets are returned, plus additional compensation.
Nothing we found is good enough?
Not on its own, no. It's circumstantial. Helpful to support our claim, but not enough.
We can find more evidence.
In order for me to go before a judge, I'd like to have some solid evidence pertaining to motive.
Why do we need to establish a motive?
The courts won't entertain a challenge to its ruling unless we're sure that something major was missed in the original trial.
What was the motive from the original trial?
We had no solid motive after our witness withdrew his testimony.
We don't have any other evidence.
Yeah, we need something major. Documentation, recordings, a witness, something.
It's been so long. How could we find anything like that?
I've thought about this a lot since the original case. The mine that Irvin worked at was shuttered in 2309. They probably still have documents relating to whatever happened there with him.
Barrett, do you know which mine Irvin worked at?
Not really. All I know is that it's a Hephaestus mine from 20 years ago, somewhere on Gagarin.
I don't have a couple decades to wait for you to search them all, so we'll need to narrow it down.
Wouldn't Hephaestus destroy incrementing documents?
Not necessarily. To Hephaestus, it might be cheaper to run away and let the dust bury it all.
Point us to the mine where Irvin was assigned to work, please.
That's where you come in. I don't know which mine he worked at when the incident took place. In theory, you could find that information on a foundry terminal, if you can access it. You'll need a passcode. That's the hard part. Besides the foundry records, there also might be something in Irvin's apartment. If he knew he was being framed, he might have held on to some documents there.
Mining companies used to leave a lot behind when they shuttered the mine.
Even the confidential records and salvageable equipment? Seems wasteful.
It was probably cheaper than transporting older machines around the planet.
Makes sense. Not many people wander around outside of the city looking for abandoned mines.
Why lock your door when you're the only person on the planet, right? Anyway, try to log into the foundry system or convince someone to find Irvin's mine for you.
Sounds like an awkward conversation. Fortunately, the captain is rather good at those.
Hopefully, that's enough to work with for now. If you'll excuse me, I have to get some court documents ready for this case.
The Foundry District isn't too far from here.
I
remember watching shiny new mechs rolling onto ships at the port.
I'm not supposed to run on the walkways.
They probably never intended for these walls. Irvin's old apartment. Here, use this key. I just hope his old apartment. Gagarin has seen some better days. After you, Captain. Now I get why he wanted me to look after his plants. No windows, insufficient power for proper lamps. Wait a second. What about this safe? I bet it's locked by a terminal.
Terminal? Let's find one.
Well, if you ever doubted Irvin's genius, look at all this. Still chugging along 20 years later. Hold on. Is that what I think it is? Aha. Will you look at that? If we go to town hall, I bet we can get a copy of that hunting license. Is that Irvin's employment contract? Let me see. All right, we've got some solid leads, it looks like. The employment contract and the hunting license at town hall.
Knowing Ellie, she probably said it's not enough.
And as the lawyer, she's probably right. The burden of proof is sky high on this one. It's likely already in orbit. It was a bit strange going through Irvin's old things, though. I was hoping for some old pictures, but nothing. What's that you have there? A plant?
Did Irvin say what it's for?
No, but I did find a few slates that might give us a clue. As well as a reminder to finish a physics paper that I never did.
I'm not sure what it is.
Well, it looks like one of Irvin's experimental plants contained in an even more experimental habitat dish. Remarkable. Irvin always fancied himself an inventor as well as a botanist.
How is still alive?
Witchcraft, probably. But if you want a more scientific explanation, I have a couple of theories. It could go through states of hibernation, or draw moisture from the air the way epiphytic plants do. There's also that habitat dish Irvin set up for it, which gave it light and nutrients. Still, I'm not ruling out witchcraft.
What's the story behind this plant?
I'm not sure. It might not even be a plant. It might technically be a fungus. But there's probably a reason why Irvin tried his best to keep it alive. When we get back home, I'll go through some of his research notes. It might tell us something more about this plant. Hopefully it's not poisonous.
I don't think that's going to help with the case.
No, maybe not. But it helps me. Irvin was the last person to handle this plant. It mattered to him. No matter how the case goes, this warms my heart. I didn't expect to find it, but I love that I did. In any event, Oh, what do you think?
Okay, guys, be right back.
And? Anything else? Need a moment? Okay, continue. Go on. Anything else?
Harvey works for me.
Then it's unanimous. Okay. The three of us should get back to it. You, me, and Harvey have a case to solve. No idea where mine H363 is, but we could search for it at the Foundry database.
Okay, let's go.
Might want this.
My mom said the other day that she was gonna
Half the city was shut down the other day.
I knew I shouldn't have looked eyes. Dang it. What do you need?
Coordinates look valid to me. Imagine Irvin thinking the same thing all those years ago. Just a job, right? Well, at least we know where to keep looking, right?
Let's go search the abandoned mine for incriminating documents now.
Guess we'll see what state the mine is in. It's possible they collapsed it before they left. We just won't know until we get there. If that's the case, we'll just have to figure something out.
Right.
End of the colony war hit Gagarin.
Gagarin's north and east of base.
To the stars, Captain.
Look who it is.
let's search the mine then. Oh, I don't have a space. Let's land at the mine.
Careful. This place was shuttered 20 years ago. It might have new tenants now.
That was fast. this looks promising. This looks like administration. Company records. Bingo. All right. Now let's go find Irvin and Helgi's lab stations.
Okay, let's go down.
Lights are on down here.
Okay, left this in a hurry.
was the destruction of the bacterial colonies, not the apex predators. So, if we need to get closer, let's move in. Smells weird in here. Seems like Helge tried to do the right thing here. I'm sure Ellie would want to see this. And Hephaestus just ignored him.
Just go back.
It's always good to be back.
Raphael. Thanks for stopping by.
This is UC Security. Prepare to be scanned for contraband. And we're done. Welcome to
Let's land to the Gagarin.
Hey, you might want this.
Got anything you need to offer? Trade authorities always buy. Kiosk, right?
Salutations. Please, ask the supervisor if you need something.
Probably better for your own well-being you don't see this. Some of the other executives and I have been looking to form a town council.
I have something for you. Ellie, I sent you all the data from the mine already. As I'm sure you know.
Yes, I've been reviewing it. Sit down. Let's have a chat about it. Welcome back, you two. How was the trip to the mine?
Hey, Vinkeke.
You're
Thanks
gonna
for
love this,
stopping
Ellie.
by. I appreciate it. You can tell her, Barrett. It's your case.
Okay, someone better tell me. Come on.
We found the coordinates to Irvin's old work site and went there. Huge battle. Fire, explosions. Pew, 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 pew.
Barrett, please.
You should have seen the plants in there, too. Weird stuff. Anyway, you read over the documents we found there, right? What do you think?
What you both found in that mine is remarkable. These documents show that the chemicals released by the mining process contaminated the ecology even before Irvin was tasked with removing the predators. And they also show that Helgi informed Hephaestus of the issue, and it was repeatedly ignored. And with that, I think we've got ourselves a case, my friends.
Yes! That's what I wanted to hear, Ellie. Woo!
Yes, but it's still likely to lose. Because what we really need now is Helgi as our witness, and that is a problem.
Why is that problem?
Helgi isn't an ideal witness at all. He was our star witness the first time, and he never showed up. Plus, he's got a reputation around town. After he quit, he went a bit weird.
I can handle a bit weird. I know the captain can, too.
Clearly. But the judge might feel differently. It might be worth finding some character witnesses, too, while you're looking for him.
That's understandable.
I'm glad you're taking it in stride. It's just, for a case with this much science, we need the man who wrote the claims to back them up. Maybe even explain it in layman's terms.
Where can I find him?
That's also a bit tricky. He's hard to find. Doesn't really stay in one place for long.
Gagarin isn't huge. We'll look around.
You might ask Dr. Kayala. She checks up on folks who fall through the cracks sometimes. You'd have to convince her to tell you where he is. That might be hard.
Sounds like we're making a stop at the med clinic. We'll be back when we convince Helgi to be a witness.
Listen, if he refuses, then he refuses. Can't force him.
Yeah, we don't want to press him too hard. The last thing we need is him refuting what he wrote. This is going to take a light touch, but I think we can handle it. I want this. He should check in with Ellie soon. Yes, right.
ship?
Ugh, real scorcher.
Is there something I can help you two with?
Do you happen to know Dr. Helgi Hodgson? We're trying to get his help with something.
Sorry, who are you exactly?
We're detectives. Self-taught and unaffiliated. Freelance detectives. With the emphasis on the free part.
Wait, what? Detectives? Sorry, I don't think I know what you're talking about.
Does the name Irvin Madani sound familiar?
No, not really. I mean, there's Irvin the Slaughterer and Irvin the Scourge of Gagarin, but I doubt that's the same person, right?
We're looking for someone named Helgi.
I'm sorry, I'm not a tour guide. You'll have to ask somebody else.
We're trying to help him. And Gagarin, actually.
We're working with Ellie Yankton on a court case. It's for a good cause.
Ellie's a good person. That bodes well, but I can't violate my oaths. I'm sorry. Listen, I can say that Helgi took up a job working at Clint's store just down the way. I saw him there stacking boxes the last time I picked up an order. I've got to get back to my work here, so if there's nothing else...
Would you vouch for Helgi's character?
If it's patient medical records you're after, I'll remind you, I'm not at liberty to discuss that.
We just want you to say a nice thing about him under oath.
We're thinking of taking Hephaestus to court with Dr. Hodgson as a witness. Given his situation, we're worried the defense might cast aspersions on his character, even question his mental health.
That's unfortunate, but not surprising. Look, if he agrees to testify and grants me permission, I could vouch for his well-being.
Thanks, Doc. If he does end up testifying, we'll definitely need you for the trial. Ellie Yankton will be in touch.
No promises, given patient confidentiality, but I'll do my best. I need to get back to my work now, if you don't mind.
Welcome to Clint's. Whatever you need, I'm sure I've got it lying around somewhere. Except mech parts. Don't trade those anymore, so don't waste your time asking. Refurbished a lot of...
Do you know anyone named Helgi trying to find him?
Funny you ask, because I'd like to know too. He owes me a sizable debt.
We're hoping to get him to to be a witness in case.
Yeah, I don't want to be mixed up with anything like that.
You don't seem to understand. I need this information now.
I do understand. I'm trying to figure out a way to help you, okay?
I just need information. Nothing will ever connect back to you.
I hope I can trust you.
All right, fine. I don't know where he is, but ask Lizzie up at the bar. She knows everybody.
Would you vouch for Helgi character?
You sure you got the right person? Helgi and I have had several run-ins in the past.
I'm sure you borrow from him too.
Me? Borrow from Helgi? Not that I recall.
We just need someone to serve as his character witness, given your long-standing reputation in the city.
Sure, I can say a few words. I like Helgi, but fair warning, I'm not gonna lie for him. If I'm testifying under oath, it'll be full of the good and the bad.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
The best cereal is Chocolate Labs. Ships of the night.
Most of these corporate clowns won't even show their face. Looking for a drink? Don't serve anything fancy, so if you're about to ask for wine spritz or whatever, you can hop right back on your ship to New Atlantis.
Got something against folk from New Atlantis?
Not as a rule, no. Just the ones that come to Gagarin and want to change it. And those folks usually ask for disgusting, overly complicated drinks. You one of them?
Not my style, but I look at you. I'm just looking around.
Well, then make yourself comfortable. And don't start anything, all right?
We're looking for a man named Helgi.
Ah, yes. The detectives. I heard about you.
A reputation already? I'm impressed.
Slow news day, I guess.
Heard you were someone who can help locate people.
I serve drinks here, friend.
We were told that you are a local crime.
We serve drinks here. Here's a list of our specials for today.
There's nothing on here.
Oh, that's strange. Here, let me fix that. Don't worry, it's just the one sale today.
Oh, right. Of course, it's a number. Here you go, Captain. All yours.
We just need a location, nothing fancy.
The service I provide is worth quite a lot.
Who knows how long it will be before you get another offer?
Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but you do have a point.
That price is too high, and you know it.
Hold on. I never said that was my final offer.
I'm sure we can work something out.
Yeah, I hope so. All right, all right. Consider it a favor. Sending the coordinates now.
Would you vouch for Helgi character?
Wait, so let me get this straight. You want the bartender to testify he's not a lousy drunk?
Good point, and we sure should rethink this. That's the angle we're going with, yes?
All right, I'm no lawyer, but seems like a bad move. Also, it sounds like work. And I don't work for free.
If it's about creds, you might earn a lot of brownie points with the locals if you helped with that. Points they'd spend at your bar.
As long as I'm still alive to spend it. But fine. If you get Helgi to show up, I'll take some of the heat off of him. Bunch of corporate marionettes moving in, setting up shop. They think we're just a bunch of cheap factories and dumb labor that'll leap at whatever scraps they toss us. But Gagarins are tough by default. We've got exactly zero need of corporate condescension. Don't cook yourself out there.
I heard this story about a kid who was walking and fell through the caverns. All because he didn't study.
I don't suppose you're here to tell me I've won a ticket to a new planet, huh?
Sorry, Doctor. Not today. We came to Gagarin to investigate Irvin Mandani's contract with the mining company a long time ago. Ring any bells?
Irvin, yeah. Biologist. Hunter. Yeah, I remember him. Why? Who are you people?
I want to discuss something you two work on.
Then find a history slate. An ancient history slate. Because that's what it is.
Please. Irvin was once one of your colleagues. He was the one Hephaestus blamed for an ecological disaster about 20 years ago. Do you remember any of that?
No, I don't remember lies.
Irvin, we're trying to prevent the mining company from doing more harm.
Well, you're about 20 years too late.
Look, I know this is strange. We show up out of the blue about things that happened decades ago. But right now, nobody save us knows the truth. And that means we're the only ones who can clear Irvin's name.
We know about Hephaestus and how you tried to warn them about the collapse of the ecosystem.
And what of it? You probably think the sky is blue too. Well, you'd be wrong. It's whatever color Hephaestus says it is.
Only if you let them. You're a scientist. Your words matter. That's why we need you to testify.
Testify? The trial is over, the verdict rendered. In case you two clowns didn't get the memo.
Ellie Jackton's reopened the case.
Ellie Yankton? But why? It doesn't matter. Nothing's changed.
We got new evidence. All we need is for you to testify it's valid.
I can't. I cannot do that. Why is this so hard to understand here?
You be letting Hephaestus get away with this? That's how to bug. That has to bug me.
Damn right it does. I just didn't think there was a way to challenge them.
That's what I like to hear.
I'm still willing to talk.
Irvin's reputation is on the line.
Aye, he was a good man. I didn't know him long, but I knew that much. Fine, you've convinced me. I'd be willing to testify on one condition. I want to know what happened to Irvin. Because when he disappeared, let's just say I had an epiphany. Hephaestus didn't need to say a word. That's when I knew the threats against me and my family were real.
Dr. Hawkson, it wasn't Hephaestus that took Irvin's life. It was the war. Irvin was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Caught in the crossfire.
Then I am sorry for your loss. It won't change the past for either of us. But I will testify. And maybe, wherever Irvin is, You'll be glad that we can finally stick it to those assholes at Hephaestus.
Thank you, Doctor.
Yeah, don't get all mushy on me now. I need a drink.
Okay, that's all we needed.
Helgi agreeing to testify is a great help. I need witnesses.
Okay, you two, lay it on me. Did you find Helgi? Did he agree to testify?
Well, we've got good news and, well, that's it. Just more good news.
Okay. Does that mean he said yes?
Helge will testify. I also managed to get Lizzie to serve as a character witness.
Wait, the bartender? Aren't we trying to convince people Helgi doesn't have a drinking problem? I appreciate the effort, but that might not have been the best choice. Well, you two have done all that you could. Now it's time to hand the baton off.
What do you think, Ellie?
You've done a pretty...
So what's the verdict? In this case, I'd say spoilers are appreciated.
I am cautiously optimistic we can win this case.
Optimism is good, especially from you, Ellie.
We'll likely be able to clear Irvin's name and charge Hephaestus with a number of crimes. The only challenge I see is getting all of that and recompense for Helgi. But I'll do my best. All in all, though, really outstanding work. We wouldn't have gotten this far without your efforts. And I've got to imagine that wherever Irvin is, he appreciates it too.
Agreed, Ellie. And thanks for being our anchor in this. We should probably get out of Ellie's way and let her do her thing. We can talk more in private. Wow, we actually did it! Solved the case. And hopefully cleared Irvin's name. I feel like, what's the old saying? A great weight has been lifted off my shoulders? But it's actually true. I feel like I'm 80% biomass and 20% aerogel.
I'm happy for you, Barrett.
Thanks. I was trying not to be too optimistic about our chances, because that's when a cosmic reversal kicks in. But I think it's okay in this case. We've already proven Irvin's innocence, and I trust Ellie to explain it.
When do you think we'll get a verdict?
Ellie would know better than I, but I doubt it'll be anytime soon. These things tend to involve a lot of red tape. It's a special kind of adhesive that makes you stick to old filing cabinets and manila envelopes.
I'm glad you're feeling better and lighter.
I'm feeling great. Although I could do with some wine and cheese. Why stop at emotional satisfaction when we can indulge in the culinary too? But if I can be serious for a moment, thank you. I couldn't have done this without your help.
Anything for a friend.
That makes two of us. 3 if you count Harvey. And who wouldn't? He's practically family. In fact, Harvey's got a little explorer in him too. According to this slate I found, turns out that our spiky friend's been all across the galaxy.
Perhaps Harvey has preference on where we go next.
You know what? He just might. But it's probably best you chart the course. Harvey doesn't do well with things that require hands.
Whatever next, I'm glad. Harvey got a long way to go before he's up to our adventuring standards.
We've been through a lot, haven't we? I had forgotten what it was like to work with someone so closely.
Yes, Barrett, we have certainly been through a lot.
On top of everything else we've done together and with Constellation, yeah, I think so. Investigating Irvin's case with you is something I'll remember forever. I've come to realize that some events, some people, stand out as pillars of my life.
Pillars?
It's whatever leaves an impression on you, right? Moments that define our lives, where our future diverged from our expectations. People who changed you, or people you've changed.
Some people change us forever.
Yes, some of them do. And if we're lucky, they change us for the better. We only get a brief moment in this universe to interact, to feel, to be who we are and experience the range of emotions that our bodies and minds have evolved to comprehend.
Living life to the fullest is a gift.
And the definition of that changes for everybody. If one is fortunate, you might even notice events and people changing you while it is in motion.
Constellation has certainly changed who I am.
You seemed so skeptical of Constellation when we first started working together. It's good to hear you say that now. I've explored many worlds, and I've worked with Constellation for most of my life. I cherish those memories. But you have changed me as a person forever. I don't want to look back years from now and wonder what if. I need to know what you think about us.
I will value our friendships forever, Barrett.
There's nothing that gives me greater happiness than exploring this universe with you, my friend.
Travel here.
Selling the ship? Getting a new one? Well, this is the place to do it, I guess.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Hello.
Everything good? We're here to help.
That's it.
Don't spring for the extended warranty.
Keep an eye on your...
I understand why people settled here, but it's not really my style. It feels more like a trap than a diversion.
Hey there. Got an update for me?
I planted the ARC device.
Good work. Now I can let Masako know how much she'll enjoy watching the news tonight. Now, on to the next, right? Oh, but before I forget, the results of your Astral Lounge escapades are in. I'm happy to say that the deal was officially called off. Masako was pretty happy about the results, so she arranged for a small bonus through Linden. It won't buy you a new ship, but it's something.
Do I get a bigger bonus if I deal between quantum synergies and Eugene get through?
I wouldn't hold your breath on that one. Several other parties will be involved in that deal on a more legitimate level. And believe me, bonuses like this for operatives are few and far between.
Thank you for the bonus.
You earned it. So, back to business. In order to stay on top of the market, we have to know what our competition is doing. The next assignment requires a more brute force approach, since the chances of them sharing that information is unlikely.
Let me guess, brute force mean we're going to steal from them.
Correction. You are going to steal from them. Don't forget, if you get caught, Ryujin will deny all knowledge.
Isn't Ryujin innovative enough on its own?
Oh, we definitely are. But why stay one step ahead when you can just leave the competition in the dust? We reverse engineer their plans, create a superior product, and beat them to market. We make the initial profit with less investment in R&D, and our competition is forced to reevaluate if their product is even viable.
I'm ready for details.
Good. Luckily, there aren't many, besides the usual. Your target is a prototype schematic for a new engine that Trident Luxury Lines is working on. According to the rumors, it's projected to be 17% more efficient than any engine on the market. The current schematic was sent to their star yard to begin prototyping, so they could be in the office area or the factory floor.
Trident's going to hate it when they find out those schematics are missing. Can I get some details?
The Star Yard is a mix of sales floor and manufacturing. If you're looking to blend in, you've definitely got options. It's not too far, in Aquila's orbit, so hopefully your ship's ready.
Got it. One prototype engine schematic coming up.
You'll find the Trident Luxury Line Star Yard orbiting Aquila in the Cheyenne system. Remember, same rules apply. Don't get caught, and don't make a mess.
I hate being stuck in the office.
A gala at the New Atlantis Free Star Embassy.
Welcome to Three-Star Space.
What's the plan,
Do a
Captain?
quick scan for contraband. You could be on your way. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Trident Star Yard acknowledging hail. All customers are warmly welcome.
Hello. Welcome to Trident Luxury Lines.
Yeah, I bet they're gonna charge us a fortune just to look at these ships.
Behave yourself.
Rest assured that every inch of a Trident luxury ship will be reviewed by myself and my trusted.
This was easy.
This is where the magic happens.
We've got our eyes on you.
It'll heal.
quite easy.
Just the person I wanted to see. You got that schematic?
Here it is.
Good work. R&D's been looking forward to this one. I need to deliver this to Vina so she can start the reverse engineering process. But first, Ularu wants to see you. I've upgraded your security level so you can access the executive floor, where her office is. Tell her assistant Maeve you have an appointment. I won't be far behind, in case you get lost.
If you happen to see Lyndon on this floor, give a girl a heads up.
Quick save.
Was the single
That is a magnificent dragon statue. Truly. I wonder how many people ever get to see it.
They know how to make a client feel welcome up here.
I've been waiting here for
Can I
ages.
help you? Name an appointment. Confirmed. Ularu is wrapping up a meeting with Genevieve. You can wait here or in the lobby area. I'll let you know when she's ready to see you. I see Imogene Salso is supposed to be with you.
I'm right here, Maeve.
Good. It should just be a moment. Well, sooner than I thought. Looks like Ularu's ready now.
Keep out
You
of my
know,
way,
if they
and I'll
aren't
keep out of
willing,
yours.
that leaves us with only one option.
God, Ularu, is that always your response? I don't want another PR mess on my hands.
Yes, Viv, because you're too good at your job. No, we can talk details later. My next appointment's here.
Fine, but you can break this news to Alexis at our next meeting.
Good, you're finally here. The one I've been hearing so much about. I'm Ularu Chen, head of operations here at Ryujin. So tell me, what do you think of your new job so far?
This job seems right up my alley.
In that case, it sounds like our initial impression of you is turning out to be quite accurate. Now, my dear Jeannie here says you've been through the basics of what we do and pulled off success every time.
5 successful standard assignments and 1 specialized.
And on top of all that, a flawless record. It's no wonder they love you up here. I happen to have a personal assignment that I'd like to send you on. One that involves meeting up with an outside contact. Jeannie seems to think you're more than capable of handling it.
He's the best operative I've ever hired.
Let's not forget the only operative you've ever hired. Meeting with outside contacts isn't always as straightforward as your past assignments. Some can be fickle or demanding, so you'll need to decide how to handle them and what decisions to make on the fly.
Understood. I get it done.
Good, because if not, I can't imagine we have much use for you here at Ryujin. Your contact is Simon Rychek. He claims to have information on a new project that Infinity Ltd is working on. He said it's a game changer that Ryujin would be especially interested in. So his asking price is the big thing to consider. Finance will reimburse up to 1,000 credits. So if you have negotiation skills, use them.
How does the reimbursement work?
You get reimbursed once the assignment is complete, but the immediate cost is on you. If you don't have the money by now due to poor financial skills, I can only hope your negotiation skills are up for the challenge. Now, in order to confirm your identity, Simon prefers code phrases. I'll let Jeannie give you the details on this one because the concept is just beneath me.
Simon is into sports, so he enjoys any opportunity to talk about them. At some point, he'll casually say, "Looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year." You get to respond with, "Razor Derby is the only real sport." Got it?
Then we throw our drink to the floor and flip over a random chair, right?
Who are the Galactic Riders?
They're a batball team that sucks. They have about as much chance of winning the Universal Championship as Aurora does of going legal outside of Neon. Simon despises batball, though, which is why he crafted that response you give in return.
What's Razor Derby?
According to Simon Rychek, it's the only real sport in the galaxy. But if you want a lesson in sports, just ask him. Movies are more my thing when it comes to entertainment.
But I'm ready.
You'll find him in Sidonia, so I hope your ship's fueled. Just look for him above the Lux condos in the plaza.
You spoke very highly of this one, Jeannie. Let's hope he doesn't make a liar out of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some things to take care of.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Don't cause any trouble.
To Sidonia, then.
Imagine being a person arriving from Earth all those years ago, stepping foot here, realizing that this was your new home. Some would be devastated, others exhilarated.
Sidonia can have depressing effect on some.
The UC Exchange is a great place to buy
You lost? Or just come to ask an out-of-work miner how his day's going?
I'm sure something will open up soon. Miners are always needed in Sidonia.
Yeah. I just wish Sidonia had a bit more to offer while I'm trying to enjoy my unemployment. Not much in the way of entertainment around here. Speaking of, looks like the Galactic Raiders are the #1 pick for the Universal Championship this year. You're damn right it is. I heard they were sending someone new. Nice to see you made it. I have information on a deal being proposed between Infinity Ltd and Deimos Staryards. It's my belief that your employers would be highly interested in the details. So I'm upping my price. It's steep, yes. But that is why I'm also offering a little side job if you can't pay up.
Do you take coupons?
Surely, that's negotiable.
For this little tidbit? Believe me, I know exactly what this is worth.
Maybe a discount.
I like the way you think. Perhaps. All right, I'll lower the price. But that's my final offer. Unless you may prefer the side job now? I knew you'd see reason. The information I have is on a deal for something called Project Dominion. I'm giving you 2 slates. They contain surveillance and interaction data for Stanley McMillan, the Infinity rep, that I obtained myself. I'm also giving you a 3rd slate because you're going to need to download the files on Project Dominion off his computer yourself.
I have to get actual information myself.
Getting information is what you people do. I'm just a lowly, yet very well paid informant. Here to point you in the right direction.
Any idea what Project Dominion is?
Best guess is it has something to do with Infinity getting into the NeuroAmp business. Stanley McMillan seemed to think Ryujin would be the one company threatened by this news. So their entry must involve something big.
Thank you. I'm sure Ryujin will appreciate it.
Oh, they will.
So the other day, I went on a rescue mission. An asteroid was slated to hit a moon in one of the outer systems, and I wanted to get some genetic samples before they went extinct. Well, I managed to get one. This suspiciously cactus-looking thing here. I didn't know what it was, only that it was beautiful. It's not until I scanned it back home that I realized it wasn't native to the system. The flora was alien. Somehow, a seed had stowed away on someone's ship and managed to plant itself on this unremarkable moon like a rogue dandelion clock dancing through space. And I thought, well, isn't that a kindred spirit? This whimsical little cactus is an explorer just like us. To me, what we do at Constellation is always bittersweet. When we explore new worlds, we leave our homes behind. In a way, that's what this plant represents. It's a hello and a goodbye. So, I'm giving this plant to you, Barrett, in hopes that you never lose your sense of adventure and the places you call home. Let it be a celebration of every long goodbye and each new beginning.
What the hell are you doing in this dump of a city anyway? You draw the short stick at work or what? Infinity sent me to get Deimos to bite on a deal. It's even got a catchy code name. Project Dominion. Sounds like world domination to me, buddy. I'd buy into that in a heartbeat. Right? I'm telling you, this Project Dominion is the real deal. We ought to be selling this to Inception or Quantum. Hell, you should be in the Astro Lounge making Ryujin Industries beg for that tech. Ha! That'd be the greatest irony of them all, but not this baby. Dominion is finally gonna put Infinity first. We'll beat Ryujin at their own game.
mission completed.
Well, that took longer than expected. I hope whatever
Really?
information Simon had was worth it.
I was fast and efficient, and you know it.
You've got a little spark in you. I like it. Now, let's see if what Mr. Rychek found was worth all the fuss. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done. Well, well, well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. This is a sales initiative for Project Dominion. It's not an Infinity Ltd design. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name, meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to hear about this.
You got it.
I've got my eye on you.
Hey, Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity Ltd has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity Ltd has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation.
What can allow them all to get their hands on any more information? We can't. By me, and not someone more senior.
Because you exposed this information. I have little reason to suspect you. That won't mean you'll be exempt from investigation, of course.
So you're saying you can't trust anybody else? Gotcha. Seems like the mole stuff is the least of your concerns if you can't even trust your co-workers.
What exactly is Project Dominion?
I suppose, since we're trusting you in this investigation, I can give you some details. Project Dominion is our latest advancement in neuroamp technology. Our current neuroamps are all external devices, but Project Dominion would be the first surgically implanted internal neuroamp on the market. The project itself was nearing completion, which is why exposing the mole is of utmost importance. We can't allow any more research to fall into their hands.
Sounds like mess.
Indeed. A mess that I expect you to help clean up, and quickly. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our Chief Security Officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your help in any way possible. And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion. It's good to know your loyalty lies with us.
Okay, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate it.
So
I
much
need
for
to
any
catch
faith in
some
our security
sleep.
team.
And yeah, gonna be streaming tomorrow longer. And yeah, hope I see you tomorrow again. So have a nice day and see you next time.
But I trust you'll get it done.